All right, everyone. Today we're going to study a little bit of macroeconomics. We're going to make one of the most common principles in macroeconomics, or most commonly used. We're going to make it a little more simple today so that we may all understand. And that is, of course, arbitrage. Arbitrage is actually one of the most used in terms of businesses, both individuals and partnerships, corporations, etc. They use arbitrage because the currency throughout the world on a global scale is one of the biggest markets in the world. Trading currencies or performing arbitrage is what makes a lot of success both in companies and for individuals. So for those who do not know what arbitrage means, more or less what it means is for you to buy low and sell high. And hopefully when you sell high, what you can do is make profit. As an arbitrager, that is your main goal, to make profit. So usually what you do in arbitrage is you take one product from a specific currency and you buy it low and you sell it high in another currency due to these two factors right here. While we explain what arbitrage is with these graphs, we'll notice how the exchange rate is the cause and the effect of arbitrage is the law of one price. And hopefully this will help you understand a little bit more as you study macroeconomics. So let's use, for example, Almond Joy. Almond Joy is a chocolate bar made in the US. And we're going to see that in the mainland USA, right here on the left side, we have our graph, our supply and demand curve. And you see right here in the corner, we have $2.60. That is how much a large Almond Joy is sold for. Now we come over here to the right side, we have the Philippines. In the Philippines, of course, they use the Filipino peso. But if you change that, or if you revert that to the American US dollar, it is only $1.52 for a king-size Almond Joy bar. Let me explain why. In the Philippines, normally an Almond Joy is 80 pesos. But if we look at the exchange rate, right down here, if we look at the exchange rate in the Philippines, simply by looking on the exchange rate online, it will show you all the exchange rates throughout the world with different currencies. The exchange rate from the Filipino peso, let's say 1 Filipino peso is equal to 0.019 of the US dollar. That is the exchange rate. Please excuse my kids. They just woke up from their nap. So how we can figure out how we got $1.52, what we do is we take the price of an Almond Joy bar, which is of course 80 pesos, and we multiply that by the exchange rate, which is 0.019 US dollar. And what we get is, of course up here, $1.52 US currency. So now we're ready to see how arbitrage takes place, or how it works. So an arbitrager, what he would do is he would look at the exchange rates throughout the different countries, see what their currencies are, and he'd buy low, for instance, buy in the Philippines and sell high, sell in the USA. So as he buys in the Philippines, the demand curve will go up. As the demand curve increases, the price goes up. And as he begins to sell in the US, the supply curve will increase. And as the supply curve increases, the currency goes, or the price goes down in the US. And this is where the law of one price comes in, because as you continue to arbitrage, as you continue to buy low, the demand increases, increasing the price in the Philippines. And as you sell high in the US, the supply increases, which lowers the price, and eventually they will hit the point where it becomes the law of one price, or hence they become the same price.